course, sometimes it can be quite hurtful to the people it's written against.
I don't give a damn what they write about.
No, I mean, we're not bothered
because,
anymore, I don't think.
Because what really matters is that your records sell.
What's up? It's Pluto. Welcome back to Classic Reactions, where we get into classic hits that I've never heard before. Yes, this is Classic Reactions Interview Edition. And you know what? I was like, why not kick off a new month with a Queen interview? All right, so with that being said, happy March, you guys. It's a new month, so you already know what that means. That means new reactions. We got a lot of heat coming. You guys, let me know below what you, yes, I'm talking to you, what you want to see this month. See, I kind of want to tell y'all a little bit of what we will be getting into this month, but we're going to wait. You guys, just know, get ready this month. We got a lot of great things coming. Stay tuned. And you guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. You like the videos. Listen, I'm giving y'all all the good content. And listen, we just getting started. We got so much more to go. And honestly, I'm excited to continue this music journey. We got more Queen, more Elvis. Listen, we got more of everybody. Movies, interviews, music. You guys, what do you want to see next? Let me know below. Either way, before I talk your heads off, today we are getting into a Queen interview. So Queen is being interviewed by Dylan Tate in 1984. You guys, let me know, was Dylan Tate like a famous journalist, or who was Dylan Tate? Either way, I'm excited to get into this interview. You guys know I love interviews because we get to know more about the artist and, you know, who they really were behind the music. So if you haven't already checked out my interviews on Queen, on Freddie Mercury, listen, check them out now. But today we are here for David Tate interviewing Queen in 1984. Let's get into it.
The strange thing is it has no effect on record sales. It doesn't, the public seem to ignore it. But of course, sometimes it can be quite hurtful to the people it's written against.
I don't give a damn what they write about.
No, I mean, we're not bothered
because,
anymore, I don't think.
Because what really matters is that your records sell. And if the public don't like you, that's when you start to worry. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Freddie, that's why we love Freddie, because he was a genius. It doesn't matter about what the labels in the media said. As long as you had the love, the admiration from the fans and the public, you win. Because at the end of the day, that is what's real life. That is real life support, no matter what the media or the naysayers say. I don't know. You guys, is that true? Was Freddie what Freddie was preaching? Let's keep going.
I think what you're asking about is, especially in England, I mean, the press they've had a field day with us, because I mean, I think in England it's really cutthroat, and I mean, even now, I mean, like in terms of even sales, you'll get a single that comes out, it'll go straight up the charts and it's straight down. So it's really fast moving.
Yeah, but in terms of your success, is the media helpful?
Initially, the press are helpful, but then, you don't give a damn, because whatever they say doesn't matter, because the public have their own mind and they cannot change their views. And that's why we are still here today after 13 years or whatever, because the public still buy our records. And journalism in England say the nastiest things. That's why we never do any damn interviews in England. And it doesn't matter, because I mean, as far as we're concerned, they don't matter, to be honest. It's when the public stop buying our records, then we start to worry.
You better tell them, Freddie.
In a funny way, we learned by our mistakes. I mean, when we were green, we started off, we had bad management or whatever, but we learned.
We were
to
ripped
that.
off like any other.
And then in
band.
the end, we learned the ropes, and we learned how to work with the trade. And then in the end, we took over the reins, and then we knew how to.
Side note, you gotta love Roger. Look at him lighting the cigarette in the middle of the interview. Don't we all wish we can be that cool? Come on now. A cigarette in the middle of the interview, Roger? Oh my gosh.
Fend for ourselves, and I think business is a very important factor of how to survive. But in the same time, we've got to come up with good music. You can't be a wonderful businessman and have crap music. It doesn't work.
Well, there's no doubt that you're one of the wealthiest bands in the world.
We're all extremely wealthy, but I mean this question is very, very delicate because you have to ask us individually. And wealth brings a lot of problems, and I think we all have different problems, and there's no way that I can't believe anybody saying who's successful in our industry to say that he's wealthy and happy. You can be happy in certain territories, but not always. There's always wealth brings a lot of problems.
Interesting. Now, to me, what Freddie just did was a great way to deflect from the actual question of them being wealthy. And, because at the end of the day, I'm sure out of 4 individuals, they all had like a different wealth level. And you can tell that Freddie didn't really want to get into the money conversation. He made it clear that, that's an individual thing. And although, yes, they were wealthy, as they just said. Now, side note, I have another question. I thought Queen struggled financially. I thought that they got ripped off and they really didn't get their worth at first for a long time. So I didn't know that they were seen as a wealthy group. At the end of Queen with all 4 members, were they wealthy or not? You guys let me know below. Did Queen eventually acquire a level of wealth for themselves as they deserved? Now, with that being said, I love how Freddie deflected from that question because he didn't want to make any of the other members feel inferior or anything when it came to money. Because again, I think they all were on a different level financially. You guys let me know your opinion.
And mostly you find this.
So anybody watching us now and listening to us saying that we're superstars and we've got lots of money and we have a good time, it's not like that. We're very hardworking. We have to work. We work harder than most people think, and it brings and the money we make brings a lot of problems.
You guys, although it was short, that was pretty good. I feel like Dylan Tate was asking pretty good questions. I love that Roger lit the cigarette in the middle of the interview. Classic. And also, I love that Freddie was just himself always. He told it like it was. He did not sugarcoat, but he was still humble and respectful. And he also had this mysterious, I don't know, demeanor. And then you can't forget about John. He was quiet per usual. He didn't say much. And Brian, he normally talked more, but in this interview, he was pretty quiet. So I wish I would have heard a little more from Brian, but overall, great interview, Queen. You guys, what are your thoughts on this interview? And does anybody have the full version? Like, we got to listen to the full version.